I watched a video yesterday. It was an indigenous woman speaking directly to the camera. Her message was simple. These words come from the brain of Agent Kalen Dion, being transmitted from my mouth to your ears. I am Agent Carmelite, the Mother Galactic. Welcome to Smart Thoughts, where the thoughts are smart and smart is thought. The indigenous woman said, "Stop calling those being persecuted Hispanic or Latino. They are indigenous people." And our words have been rattling inside me all day. They started off relatively small and quiet, but they grew more and more, and they have grown increasingly loud and violent. Take a moment to think about the people being persecuted, the people being deported. Look up photos of Mexicans, Guatemalans, Ecuadorians, Nicaraguans. Really look at them. Now take a moment and look at pictures of people from Spain, France, England. Compare the faces, the bone structure, the skin tone. The people being targeted are not European. They are indigenous people. People whose ancestors were on this land long before borders were drawn, ages before papers were invented to erase them. We created the words Latino and Hispanic. These are tools of erasure, language engineered to blur the reality, distort history, and sever people from their heritage. Latino, that's Rome. Hispanic, that's Spain. These works invoke foreign identity. They displace and misrepresent the culture of those they pretend to emblemize. And once this reality had a chance to settle into my bones, something else occurred to me. I don't want to call this place the United States anymore. I don't want to call this continent America. They are duplicitous words, manipulative words. They are used to rob the land of its own identity. And at this point in my revelation, was feeling deeply shaken because I no longer know what to call my home. And then it fucking hit me. This isn't my home. I inherited something that is stolen. And I don't have a home. My cultural identity is a lie. Everything I've ever known and touched and experienced was taken by violence, held by force, sanitized with flags and anthems and rewritten histories that pretend theft became right as long as if I had an, if as long as it, enough time passes, as if genocide have a statute of limitations, and they started thinking about how this land is sacred, that too many of the indigenous people who were here before us are still here today. The land isn't just property, it is their church, their lineage, their temple, their faith, their living memory, their family, their mother, their brother, their sister, their child. And white colonialism has been raping it. It is still raping it in front of them. For generations, this has been happening, stripping the land, everything deemed valuable, leaving the carcass to rot, poisoning rivers, polluting skies, killing the oceans, and grinding its mountains into dust, desecrating it like the corpse of an enemy after a massacre, all the while mocking the very people who belong to it, calling them criminals, dirty invaders, vermin, as if they are the ones who arrived uninvited. And then I realized something even darker. We are taught to think of indigenous genocide in Americas. No, that's not its name. We are taught to think of the indigenous genocide that happened to this sacred land as something historical, past, tragic but resolved, a chapter long closed. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. And the truth is that the genocide never stopped. The removal of indigenous people from this sacred land is the same exact fucking genocide happening today. This has been Agent Karma Light reporting from the brain of Agent Kalen Dion. Join us next time on Smart Thoughts, where the thoughts are smart and smart is thought. Show grid. Press 101.